Frankie, today we have two disparate Macs. We have the Japanese Mac that we didn't do last time, and a new 3 cheese. Today on Box Mac. Played around with the Japanese macaroni and cheese. I thought, okay, that was the gag. We never got through it. We're just gonna get rid of it.
Much like the Festival of Spirals, how could that possibly just be a gag? We have a box of mac here that we never cooked. And the only reason he didn't want to proceed with it is because it's a little bit difficult.
Oh, it's a lot of work.
Make sure he doesn't over-engineer it. I don't think I have the power to stop him.
It seemed not that difficult.
I gotta fry chicken. Fried chicken!
You don't have to.
Oh, hot pan, shake some chicken around. Oh my God.
That's like what people do every night for dinner. All the shrimp talk we did last time. Apparently this thing doesn't contain shrimp at all.
Clearly shrimp. Clearly shrimp.
It could be a prawn. It could be a prawn, okay?
I have some loose jello, okay?
The picture is not chicken. I will just say that. The directions may or may not be chicken.
What we're gonna have to do here is fully translate the instructions, write them down, and then use the instructions.
Okay, I'll go get a laptop.
Okay.
I stepped on some kind of pet food thing.
It's okay.
Flopped it.
Onion sliced, 200 grams. Chicken meat, bite-sized or peeled.
Peeled sounds like a shrimp thing. Oh my God.
It's too late now because I have chicken.
200 grams of peeled chicken.
Maybe they mean, you know, de-skinned.
I'm sure that's not shrimp at all. That's peeled chicken.
Water. Please do not use hot water. Milk. 400 cc, 2 cups. Butter, as appropriate. Cheese, as appropriate. Salad oil, 2 tablespoons.
I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed by how much of this you guys got without the translating tool.
This is the confusing bit. When adding broccoli, please subdivide 1/2 the stock down and add it after I and mix.
Transcribed.
Heat salad oil, onion, not scorched chicken. Fry like salad oil well. Step 2, stop the fire and add it. Add mix, water, milk, and macaroni in that order. Then mix well with wood to mix well.
Let's go get a log.
Third step.
Yo!
Boil and simmer at medium heat to simmer. Continue stirring for 3 more minutes. Stirring low heat while stirring until medium thick to thicken.
Why couldn't I have been a stenographer? I went to jury duty a couple of years ago and they speak into like a microphone that cancels out everything. They look like Bane. They just repeat everything that everyone says. Continue stirring for 3 more minutes, stirring low heat until medium thick to thicken.
There's a warning note that says macaroni is cooked as well in the toaster oven.
These directions sound way more complicated. I already know what needs to be done. I'm getting like upset, like, because we're not actually cooking yet.
Look, Frankie's gonna edit it into a 6-minute episode anyway. Put it in a gratin dish.
Put it in.
Bake cheese and butter and bake for 8 to 9 minutes. When covering with too much dough, please cover aluminum foil halfway.
All right, well, to read that back, baked pot, put it in a gratin dish. Bake cheese and butter and bake for 8 to 9 minutes. When covering with too much dough, please cover aluminum foil halfway.
What dough? Do we need to get a can of Crescents like every freaking online recipe?
We're gonna post this on the recipes site. redcowentertainment.com/recipes.
Oven toaster for 8 to 9 minutes. The heating time varies somewhat depending on the toaster oven model. There's a whole bunch of warnings down the bottom. Do you think I should translate those too?
Don't stick your hands directly into the noodle.
Only kind of around the noodle.
In case of oven 250 degrees C, 10 to 12 minutes, please.
But it's all in Fahrenheit.
What about in case of 250C? 10 to 12 minutes, please.
Praise. 10 to 12 minutes.
All right, Frankie. And finally, here's the warning section. Please note burns. Prevent health damage caused by insect damage after opening. Make sure...
I need to write this all down.
Used insect damage, it's extremely effective.
Make sure to close the bag by mouth with a rubber band, etc. Store it in the refrigerator and use it as soon as possible.
This is all a warning.
In order to prevent absorption of the odor, put it in a sealed container. We recommend that you use, because we are using aluminum for the material of the source mix inner bag, do not put the product on the IH cooking heater. We don't have IH cooking heaters in the US, so it doesn't matter. Danger of burning by igniting the bag if accidentally turning on the switch. Now we just gotta do some prep.
Can I go ahead and make some 3 cheese?
Sure, Frankie.
Did anybody order me a 3 cheese?
Let me tell you, in Japan you can buy a package of meat that is 200 grams, which is about a half a pound. In the US, you cannot buy a package of meat that's a half a pound. So I had to buy this 1.82 pound package. Which
All I can tell you is that this is a Walmart brand. He saw it this week and said, hey, that's a new 3 cheese. We should do it sometime. That's why it's here today. Oh my God, it has a J on it.
It does. Isn't that cute? My sister got that for me for Christmas.
Why can't it say in really smaller letters, junt?
I'm gonna get the salad oil.
What kind of salad oil?
I think we're gonna use olive.
No, use like a vegetable oil.
My industrial strength container of oil.
Nina and I were in P-Town, Provincetown, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. We're going through the farmer's market, and who should we run across but our very Italian former guidance counselor from our high school. His name is Tony Melli, and he talks like this, and he's always been a little bit mocked for his distinct accent. He sees us, he's like, Frankie and Nina, oh my God. We're like, what are you doing here? And he's hawking his olive oil. Since high school, he had an olive oil
Empire.
9 employees who pick olives in Italy.
Welcome to the world of Italy. Our journey begins at the heel of Italy. The olive oil that I have here is from the town of Andria. The Morelia family found that if they use just the Corotina olive in one of their oils, it is extremely flavorful.
And I thought he was just gonna be like,
How's your life? How's your life?
yeah, hide your kids, hide your wife. But instead he went into a spiel about the olive oil. He couldn't not sell the olive oil. He went through a 20-minute demonstration of giving us little pieces of bread and trying it with different strengths levels of olive oil.
It is just about perfect on any salad. A little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic. You've never tasted anything like this.
10 Mississippis, and then you're gonna feel the bite. This one is not for sauteing. This one is simply for breads, dipping sauces, that sort of thing. And then, like, at the end, you have to buy a bottle of olive oil. You can't be like, well, thanks, and run away and take off. So, like, we bought a $20 bottle of olive oil, and we bought a nice loaf of bread, and we hung out in the hotel and just...
Drizzle just 2 drops of this Farmacia Oro on each half of those figs. You will see smiles you have never seen before.
The olive oil is called Olio di Melli, and I will say, it was high quality olive oil. I never knew more about olive oil than I did, like how olives picked from certain altitudes.
I just want to point something out, Frankie. This is the amount of chicken we use in this dish. This is chicken to feed 4. This is why Japanese people aren't me. Can you smell the olio in the air? That means it's ready for frying.
Olio di Melli.
This is Olio Day Walmart.
Only to be used for sauteing Japanese macaroni and cheeses, not for dipping sauces or breads or anything like that. Mr. Melli was like the impression that kids did, right? He's like the Christopher Walken of the school. What's he doing? He's doing it with SZA?
Yeah.
Now you gotta wash your scissor.
There's our chicken.
I think I'm ready for 3 cheese. I didn't think chicken or beef were really part of their diets much.
Chicken definitely is. Fine beefs are. I mean, Kobe beef is a Japanese thing.
Cheese? They don't seem like the cheese-eating
Not
type.
much. They call it a gratin sauce.
It's Japanese mac and cheese. And it involves all this. With the lights out, it's contagious. Here we are now. I'm singing that song because I said Pan earlier, and in the movie Pan, Hugh Jackman sings Nirvana songs.
With the lights out, it's as dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us.
Didn't they sing that song in Moulin Rouge as well? Why does that song pop up in like period pieces?
Because it's a very of-the-time song. To then transplant it to another era is interesting. Artistically interesting. I'm no musicologist, but I think that song possesses a lot of like melodic ideas that can be easily reinterpreted.
With the lights out, it's as dangerous. Here we are now. Entertain us.
It got a Weird Al parody, so.
It's hard to buy nothing fast with all these marbles in my mouth.
John's reading my directions.
I was trying to see if there was like an amount they specify for the broccoli, because the broccoli is actually optional, but we're gonna add it in. A Japanese housewife or housefather would definitely add in the broccoli to improve the nutrition of their family. It's just a question of how much. How's that stir fry looking, Zach? How's that stir fry, Zach?
It's stirring. It smells really good.
It does smell
It
really
does.
good. You totally could just eat chicken and onions.
Japanese mac and cheese, onions, chicken, and rice.
2 cups of milk, 2 cups of water.
That's what they said, not hot water.
Not hot water.
Because hot water burn baby.
What?
Hot water burn baby.
That's an old reference.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Hot water burn baby.
Hot water can burn the baby.
Hot water burn baby.
Yes, hot water burn baby.
Hot water burn baby.
Yes, hot water burn baby.
Hot water burn your baby.
Play with your fucking balls.
Mama.
We need to stop the fire and add it.
Yeah, stop the fire. We didn't stop the fire.
Now the gratin's ruined. Bad something for chewing. I don't know.
Yeah. You figure it out in the comments.
Oh no.
White sauce. Oh boy.
Chicken and onion white soup.
Zach, I'm wondering if the Japanese definition of a cup and the American definition of a cup are two different things.
Look at the massive size of that cup.
200 cc's. I don't know what cc's are.
It's a Mario Kart term.
I don't have any system for measuring cubic centimeters. Alexa, what's 200 cc's in milliliters?
200 milliliters is 200 milliliters.
Milliliters and cc's are the same thing.
It's wrong. I put twice as much water as we should have. Because the Japanese definition of cups is not the same as the English definition of cups.
He's gonna try to fix it.
No, Zach, it's right. 400 cc's.
Stat.
150 is 5 ounces. 200 would be about 8 ounces, which means that 400 would be about 16 ounces, which is 2 cups.
In goes the milk. All the milk just went in. We've been doing it.
And this meager amount of pasta, then mix well with wood to mix well.
Can you do it, Zach?
We're gonna have to put a warning on this show again.
Why?
Because EJ told me to mix it with my wood.
Oh, yes. The kids don't get it.
No one's gonna want to eat this.
It's like one of those Animaniacs jokes.
No, fingerprints.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
How's your Mac doing, Frankie?
It's just about done.
How's that Mac?
How's that Mac Frankie? How's that Mac Frankie? How's that Mac Frankie?
What is Frankie doing?
Computer voice?
How's that Mac Frankie?
How's that Mac in the house? Boobs, boobs, butts, 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 ass, ass.
Ah! Ah!
I don't even know.
This hasn't even reached pitiful simmer.
Zach, in your professional opinion, should we add any extra cheese to the top as needed?
Yes. We're not in Japan. Well, it is thickening nicely.
Is it a pitiful simmer?
No, it's a nice simmer.
We add the broccoli. I'm doing a little cheese here. We're going to put on the top of our Japanese mac. It's optional, but we're doing it.
We've been doing it.
Zach, I really don't think that's going to fit in here. Because in Japan, they don't have baking ovens like we have. They all have toaster ovens. So the directions say toaster oven. This toaster oven is an American toaster oven, and it's smaller than a Japanese toaster oven, which is a little bigger so you can bake cakes and pies in it. So even though EJ had to lug this all the way from his home in Boston, I don't think we're actually going to use it.
So I sleepy-eyed, taking my little oven out. My wife was like, what are you even doing, EJ? I said, the guys said they needed a toaster oven.
I'm having a guy's night out. When I put a ring on it, I really just lost all my freedoms.
Man can't take his toaster oven out with him.
An hour away.
Alexa, what's 300 C in Fahrenheit?
You, John.
572 degrees Fahrenheit.
572 degrees?
My Mac's ready. Want to try it?
Wow, it's very sticky cheese.
That cheese grating B-roll, that's a new class, new tag for the media archive.
Oh, we have to bake this?
Yeah.
For how long?
12 minutes.
Please.
Okay, let's try this new 3 cheese. I'm kind of excited.
Now, we didn't even really talk about this Mac. This is Walmart brand.
New from Walmart, 75 cents for the box.
It's nice. It's rather buttery.
Yeah, very smooth.
Yes, very. It's a nice Mac. I probably would cut down on the butter a little.
Yeah, me too. It's light. It feels really light, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
About half the price of a box of 3 cheese.
So I would say, if you're trying to get quality for price, this might be one of the best options.
Yeah, it might be a great value.
But because we have 13 more minutes to wait, I think we should just cut. All right, we're back. We're ready to sample the Japanese Mac.
Is it ready to be eaten?
I have no idea. Maybe? I mean, it looks about like how it looked when we put it in.
It's definitely a little more set, but the cheese has become little
pools of oil.
Was it supposed to have crusted over?
Yes.
We don't have a 10,000 degree Kelvin oven.
I could force the issue. Do you want me to torch the top?
I do.
Yeah, do it.
How does a kitchen this small have this many things?
So I use this to finish steaks. I mean, I do actually cook quite a bit here.
All right, well, get a welding mask and let's do this.
Do you know how to start a torch?
No, I'm not a man.
This is auto strike. So we turn it to on, hold down the button.
Point it at your friend's face.
Come on. All right, we're on.
There we go. That looks much better.
I don't think it actually does. But
Whatever makes it artificially look like the box. Torch some shrimp into it.
it looks all right, I think.
It scoops nice. This is what you gotta do to have mac and cheese in Japan. Is it meant to be that goopy? There's nothing on the box about the level of goop.
I think the top's a little less goopy.
Well, yes, we just took a torch to it. How's that goop, John?
Macaroni gratin tapuri.
What does that mean?
Plenty or something.
Plenty of gratin.
I think it's good.
It's all right.
White sauce is delicious.
It's white sauce.
There's really like very little cheese about it though.
I mean, a lot of cream.
Yeah.
Adding some chicken to it. This is a nice meal. Man, if somebody served me this, you know what I would say? Thank you. I'd say thank you.
Broccoli's a little underdone. I think it's fine. I mean, we basically made like a real meal. Perfectly acceptable for dinner. I mean, I'm not sure it was really in the spirit of box mac to like have to stir fry chicken.
You don't think it's in the spirit of Box Mac to go to Tokyo, pick up a box of their mac and cheese, bring it back here and give it a try?
It's good, and you'll never find it because we're not in Japan. But if you do, you can get the Mama brand, macaroni and cheese gratin set, tempura style, with gratin cheese sauce. We'll put the instructions on the website. I don't know why, because you'll never get the other two elements, the pasta or the cheese sauce.
You could try to approximate it.
I mean, we could import these and then sell them on the website for like $89.99.
That one fan who wants it.
Yeah.
For $100.
For $100.
So up next, Sprouts.
Sure. That's next?
Yeah.
All right.
If you didn't catch last week's episode where we first tried to understand the smack, check that out now. And if you think Nina has always deserved her own show, don't forget to watch Glitter Bitches here on Red Cow Entertainment.